Assalamu alaikum and welcome to everyone. Welcome to this session of complete solution of pre-calculus. In this session, we'll discuss problem 41 to 45. The graph of an equation is given here. We need to find first find the intercept. We indicate whether the graph is symmetric with respect to the x-axis and y-axis or the origin. So we'll discuss here question 41, 44, and that's 47 also. Okay, so 41 to 52, we have the deal here. Right, and let's check out. Size 41 to 1.2. So we need to observe the graph very clearly. Okay, have a look at the graph 41. So first of all, intercept. What do we mean by intercept? Intercept is actually the points where the graph crosses or touches the x-axis. And clearly we have seen that the graph crosses x-axis at -1. So intercept is here -1, 0. And the at x equals to 1, so intercept is 1, 0. And there is no intercept on y-axis. So the first part of this answer is here. Since, I can write this way, since the graph crosses the x-axis at x equals to -1 and x equals to 1. So the intercepts are, so as we said, intercepts at the point where the graph touches or crosses the x-axis and y-axis. So are here simply -1, 0, and 1, 0. So this is the answer of the first part. Let's do second part. Second part of this question is here saying indicate whether the graph is symmetric with respect to the x-axis, y-axis, and origin. So clearly we can see that every xy point like -1, 0, the 1, 0, there is a point -xy. So it is symmetric about the x-axis. Also, if we have a point xy, then we also have a point x minus y. So if we have a point here, then like we got a point again here. So this is the point. If it is xy, then this point is x minus y. So the graph is symmetric of about the x-axis, and you can clearly see if this graph has a point this, and then this has also a point minus x y, and also the distance from the origin of our cell. The graph has also the point -x minus y. So this graph is symmetric with respect to all. So what we can write in words? So clearly the graph has both xy and x minus y points, or you can say contains, which implies it is symmetric with respect to the x-axis. So similarly, the graph contains x and minus xy points. That implies it is symmetric with respect to the y-axis. So finally, the graph contains both xy and minus x minus y points that indicates it is symmetric with respect to the origin. So that's all about question number 41. Now we can talk about this 44. Let's have a look at this graph. Or you can see the intercepts are actually here. It intercept at pi by 2 on x-axis, intercept y-axis at 1, and at x-axis minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. So question 44, it's 44, chapter 1.2. So first part A, question part A, answer to the question part A. Clearly, the graph crosses the x-axis at x equals to minus pi and pi by 2, also crosses the y-axis at y equals to 1. Therefore, the intercepts are minus pi by 2 comma 0, pi by 2 comma 0, and 0 comma 1. Part B. For part D, we need to indicate whether the graph is symmetric with respect to the x-axis, y-axis, or the origin. So clearly you can see that if the graph has a point x and y, if it has a point xy, then it has also the point minus x, y. So this is symmetric with respect to the y-axis. Likewise, pi by 2, comma 0, it has also a point minus pi by 2. And it is only symmetric with respect to the y-axis. So part B, you can write here. Since the graph contains both xy and minus xy coordinates, so it is symmetric with respect to the y-axis only. So this is all about question B, and part B of question 44, and finally we'll talk about question number 47. So in 47, we can see the graph actually crosses x-axis at -4 and +4 and also at 0. And y-axis as well, it cross the point 0. So the intercepts are question number 47. Two. So clearly, part A, clearly the graph intercepts, that means in this case crosses the x-axis at x equals to -4, 0, and 4, and also crosses the y-axis at y equals to 0. Therefore, the intercepts are -4, 0, 0, 0, and 4, 0. So let's move to the part B. Indicate the symmetricity of the graph with respect whether it is symmetric with respect to the x-axis, y-axis, or the origin. So clearly you can see that if the graph has a point x, y, then it also has a point here -x, -y. And the other way around, if the graph has a point here, then it also point here. So if it is xy, then it also has xy point. So clearly the graph is no other, so only you can see this symmetry. So let's write our answer. Since the graph contains both x, y and -x, -y, so it is symmetric with respect to the origin only. So I hope these three solutions of this category would help you to attempt rest of the problem in these categories. Problem from 41 to 52. So thank you for watching this. Please subscribe our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook and visit our website for exclusive PDF books and courses. Thank you so much. Take care and see you next time.